has turned on the seatbelt light. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelts.
Weekend countdown.
8, 7,
Weekend
6,
countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This program is sponsored by Lightway. Lightway is a simple way. Our specialty is ultralight gear for bright adventures. The basis on which built gear: simplicity, lightness, versatility. We know that gear can be light, functional, and convenient. Lightway, lightness is where you are.
Welcome to our interview on J Solid SQX. It is truly an honor to have you here with us today to share your incredible experience hiking the GR11, especially during a heat wave that put a constant strain on both your physical and mental well-being. We are also excited to hear about your encounters with various animals, including giant spiders, black scorpions, snakes, and other creatures along your journey. We are sure that your stories will be nothing short of awe-inspiring and adventurous. Additionally, we are thrilled to have Sasha from the Big World Small Sasha channel join us today. Thank you for joining us, Sasha. Together, we are eager to hear all about your amazing experiences and insights. Let's get started.
Hey guys, good morning for everybody. I'm so happy here. This is gonna be, four friends having a great time and knowing more about animals, right, Andrea? I'm here today with Andrea, our special guest, and of course, I want to introduce Sasha, that everybody knows Sasha, and we are following your videos, and my great and good friends, Al Simon, Alte, and Sasha. Thank you for being with us while I'll be interviewing Andrea. The reason, Sasha and Al, the reason that you are here is because you have been important to Andres when he started doing the GR11. Also, Sasha, you have been a couple of days ahead from him, so we'll know more about that. And Al, about you, he has been seeing all your videos, of course, yours too, Sasha. But Andres have been seeing all your videos, Al, and when he told me that, I asked to Andres, but how do you understand? Because you don't speak Spanish, so how do you understand Alcimo videos? And he's going to explain you that, but he told me it's because it was so interested that I have to pause and I need to search in Google what he said. I need to use like the Google translator to be all the time. But yeah, I love Sacha and Alcimo's videos. So thank you so much for being with us. Before giving you the word, Andres, let me let Sasha and Al to say hello and to give you a few words. So Sasha, go you first.
Hello, thanks for having me. It's I expect this one to be as fun as the last one.
Yes, it will be.
Really great to have. So, how do you pronounce your name? Andrea or Andre? Andre?
It's Andre.
Andre.
Yeah.
So really nice to chat with you as well. I've been watching your videos; they're really awesome. It's really well done, really professional. Really great filming, really great editing, and everything. So that's great.
And what about
Thank
you?
You so much. Thank you so much, Sasha.
¿Tú qué, Al? ¿Qué te parecieron los videos de Andrés?
I like it very much, and I want to listen.
This story, yeah.
Yes, of the animals and the.
Yeah.
I like to meet the person that to do the Transpyrenaic, but I think that is different persons.
So, Andrés,
sí, las personas que hacen la Transpyrenaica creo que son personas diferentes.
Yes, es verdad. Yeah, it's verdad. Yeah, it's true. All the people who did who at the end did the GR11, they transform in different person. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. I totally agree with you, Al. So, Andrés, that's yours. What do you have to tell to them that they are here to support you, and who are you? What's behind this?
So hello guys. Thank you for having me, Jordi, and it's so nice to see all three of you. So thank you for all the kind words. Yes, like Jordi said, I've seen both of your videos, like every single one of them from GR11, and maybe answering this first question about your videos, Alcimon. Um, I think that was the very first like vlog, like daily vlog on YouTube that I found, and I really wanted to see this, and I don't speak Spanish, like nothing. And but yeah, it was so good because you were actually so honest and true in those videos. You were not, staging anything. It wasn't anything like this, and it was perfect for me because I really wanted to see your experience. And despite that I didn't understand you, I had to use this Google Translate, which was, if you don't understand Spanish and you try to translate it to your own language, it's terrible. So I understood just a little bit, but it was enough for me to enjoy your videos a lot. So thank you for doing this, and congratulations on your Transpireneca. It was amazing. It was amazing. So yeah, and thank you, Sasha. I have such a great time watching your videos. They're really so entertaining. From the very first moment, I actually couldn't believe that you are taking this huge backpack with you. It was like, it's impossible. There will be like 2 videos and it's done. It's impossible.
I think that's what everyone thought.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. I mean, both of you had really big backpacks. Alcimon, you had a big backpack. Sasha, you had a big backpack. Because yeah, I mean, none of us it's like ultra lighter or anything like this. Because I've met people that were carrying only water on GR11, and that's fine, okay, cool, but it's just totally different. So yeah.
Yeah, then you have to sleep in shelters or hotels.
Yeah.
It's not the same experience.
It's a totally different experience. It's a totally different experience. For me, it was super important to be independent as much as I can, of course. So I really didn't want to sleep in any of those refugios like you two. So I think our path of hiking this trail is similar, as we wanted to enjoy nature as much as possible. So yeah, I can just talk and talk and talk. So maybe I will just stop right now.
That's great. But before you continue about who you are and what make you do this, I need to ask Al, and I will ask it in Spanish. I will ask Al in Spanish. How does it feel that someone that doesn't speak Spanish have saw all his entire videos? So I will ask that in Spanish. Al, ¿cómo tú te haces sentir que tus videos, que son mayormente hablando en castellano, alguien en alguna parte del mundo los vio sin hablar castellano? O sea, que tú influiste positivamente en alguien. O sea, ¿cómo te hace sentir eso?
For me, it's the objective of my video, because when I start for take knowing for the Transpirenec, I see the videos. All the videos is all good, very short, and I think if I contribute in this, in this world, take the reality,
Okay.
And for me, that one person translate and is go out of the Spanish language, Spanish person is really.
Wow. Well, congratulations.
Impressionante.
Congratulations. And now, my last question to Sasha, before giving you the final word, Andrev, is Sasha, the reason that I know that you know each other and you were so close doing the year 11 is because one day, okay, of course, in one of his video, you write a comments, and I thought at that moment, wow, Sasha is so nice that she put a comment in Andres' video. Okay, and that's all. Well, I'm perfect. But what happened when I was talking along with Andre in the past? And Andre told me no, because where the wild boar was dead, near where Sasha found it also. And I said, wait. So are you doing the GR11 together? No. She was a few steps behind me. Behind me, or after me. I don't remember. I don't know which one was the first. Behind was okay. I said, wow. So you two saw the same wild boar there, and this is when I realized the connection that you have together. So wow, that this is like your channel, Sasha. Big world, small Sasha. It's a big world, but small connection between everybody. So so Sasha, how do you feel that that you are now seeing someone that in a vast and huge Pyrenees? We're hiking, more or less like you, and you are, facing to face now again. So how that make you feel? Because this is incredible.
Yeah, of course it's great. Yeah. I wonder. Yeah, there is one thing though. I wonder if it really was the same boar, the same place, because when Andre, you did the GR11 this past year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I started in June.
In June, yeah. Because actually something that I don't remember if I mentioned, I actually did it in 2021 because I just didn't have time to deal with the videos.
Definitely not the same boar.
Yeah, I don't think it was the same boar. But either way, I think it was
but it's a funny thing.
Was busy, really busy, so I can only put the videos out lately because it takes a lot of time to put them together and everything.
Sasha, so you have a lot of things to tell in another interview.
Oh
my God. So okay, now going back to you, who were you? What make you feel that I want to do that? And the most important reason why you choose the heat wave, or the time of the year, but you suffer such a heat wave. So go ahead, Andrea.
Okay, thank you, Jordi. I've bought a ticket to Spain, actually to Girona, in March 2022. So I just didn't know that there's going to be a heat wave. I was taken by surprise because where I live in Gdańsk in Poland, it was like, I don't know, 20 something. It was really hot because June 20 something in Gdańsk is like really nice weather. And I had no idea whatsoever that there is going to be a heat wave in Spain because, I didn't check the weather because I already had the tickets, so it doesn't matter what the weather would be. I will hike it.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, it's June, so I was hiking in Spain in July, so I thought, I'm prepared. It shouldn't be this bad because I was already in Spain in July. But from the very first day, we actually got a warning in airplane before going out of the airplane that it's above 40 degrees at the surface of the airfield. And I was like, nah, it's impossible.
Just deny.
But it was really, no, it's not possible. Jerry's just saying it. And I really thought it was a joke, Yeah. But, I mean, it was really... Sorry?
Where do you live? Where are you from?
So I'm from Gdańsk. It's the north of Poland.
Okay.
So it's the temperatures here are always really average in summer, like 20 something. If it's 30, it's like hardcore summer.
Hardcore, wow.
So of course I was experiencing like really hot summers in Poland, in the south, or even in Spain or in Italy. But I think I never experienced such a heat wave, and I never hiked along that day during a heat wave. That's for sure.
Wow.
So I mean, yeah, it was a surprise for me because I didn't know in Spain until the first like there was those two guys on bicycles, and they just stopped because they saw me with this backpack,
Yeah.
and they were like, "What you're doing here? It's like the warmest day of June. It's terrible. What you're doing here?" And I was like, I'm hiking GR11, and we started talking, and they were like, "Oh, we're so sorry for you because it's actually the worst day ever to hike." Something like this. And I was melting. I was literally melting. I mean, I was sweating so much for the details that actually I had almost wet shoes because of my sweat dripping down my legs.
Wow.
I did because I was drinking so much water. I was constantly drinking water with salt and other electrolytes. Yeah, it was really extremely hot for me, and yeah. So regarding the board, because it's actually super amazing because you, Sasha, seen the board before this first refugio del
It was
Calf
after.
or something.
For
I think
After.
that was- yeah, it was a river after the, I forgot, the Forn de Calc, I think, refuge.
Yeah. Close to the
Right.
castle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so my board was before the refugio.
Okay.
There was a river just before. Okay. Before, after. Okay, so definitely not the same board, but
It was
yeah,
like
there was actually the smaller refugio in a really small stream, and my board was actually in the small stream.
Okay.
But there was a second stream though. I was drinking from it also, and a cow next to me. Yeah.
Wow. But Andrea,
But it was the only stream there.
Give me a second. Al, Simo, did you also saw a wild boar dead in the river? Like Sasha and Andrea? Did you found a jabalí muerto en el río?
Javelin no, but the cows is typical in the mountain.
Jesus, okay.
No,
Not dead, right?
In all the place,
But not dead. No muertas.
yes.
Dead.
Yeah, you
Oh,
found
Lord.
dead cow in the river.
Oh my God. Okay.
For that is a problem. The drink water in the mountain,
Yeah.
not all the water is clean, no?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it is typical say carefully because there are it's possible that a cow is dead in the river or.
Yeah.
But I'm very naturally. I drink in all the place.
Okay. Okay.
With
Perfect.
filter.
Yeah, with a filter. You use a filter, right, Al?
Filter is the situation is really bad.
Okay.
The normal, no. If the water down, no. How do you say in English? Correr, no. Si corre.
Yeah, if it's running.
Running water. Yeah.
Running.
Yeah.
Is how do you say instinctive, no?
The instinct, yeah.
So you see if the water is good or no.
Okay.
Yeah, but sometimes if there's like a dead boar just upstream and you don't see it, you might think it's clean, but it just went through that boar.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Actually, I met one guy who was filtering like pretty much all the water, even from the what do you call them? Even from
Fountains.
springs and stuff. Yeah, even from springs and fountains, because he said that one time he was hiking and he got sick from the water in a spring. It's from a fountain. So since then on, I started filtering basically everything. But,
Wow. Okay. So that's a lesson. Okay, Andreas, go ahead. That's a lesson.
Yeah, I mean, I got sick twice in my life drinking contaminated water. Once a little bit during GR11, and it was actually from the tap from the fountain. But it tasted really weird, like a lot of sulfur or something like this.
Okay.
And I knew that this water is not like good. And I had a stomachache, but only for one day.
Okay.
It wasn't like diarrhea, nothing like this, but I felt that this water wasn't good for me. Maybe, I don't know, too many minerals. Maybe I was, not ready for this kind of water. I don't know. But there was a sign that this water is not drinkable, but I drink it anyway without filtering.
Like you, Sasha. Like you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and the second time, it was also in Spain, different hike, and it was also from a tap, and I had a rash all over my body, and also my friend had a rash all over his body. So we are sure that this was the same tap, because previously we had water from Refugio, and it was like a city water, so it was okay. And we both got a rash after 30 minutes, an hour after drinking this water. And again, it was only one day. It was itching like crazy. Wow. But I never had a problem with mountain water, with, cow feces or dead boars or anything like this. Even if it wasn't translucent, it was better. I don't know, just bad luck, I think. So yeah, but I've met this one girl. She's from South Africa, originally living in Spain right now with her husband. And he told me, Andre, I've got a superpower. And I'm like, okay, I can drink water from any source without filtering. Always. And she was living in a country in South Africa, and the only water they had was actually water from this spring going through the field with all the animals and everything. And that was the only water they had, and she was always drinking this water. And she told me that right now she can drink. She was traveling like a year in India, and she was drinking water there. She was drinking water on GR11. She was doing only a section, but she told me, yeah, it's okay. I can drink any water. So I think you have to be, maybe more adapted sometimes, just to not get infected by any bacteria or something like this.
Yeah.
So filter is good. It's very good. I always take filter with me, always. But sometimes it's just bad luck. So yeah.
I asked to Sasha and Al if they had diarrhea or feel sick at any moment, and thanks God you mentioned no, right, Sasha and Al, that no te dio diarrea ni nada, Al?
For the water, I think that no. But when I go in a bar, no, the food. I think that is the food in Formigal, because I don't like Formigal. I don't like. I see a cow death.
Wow.
With the smell, bad smell. How do you say in English?
Yeah, the smell bad.
Yeah.
You saw a dead cow that smelled bad.
I relacioné, ¿cómo se dice? Relacioné with the food.
You make a relation
with the food, no with the water.
Okay. And you related to the food. Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, me too. I get sick from food, I'm quite sure, not from water.
But not from your berries.
One day I meet a family, and the family see me. Sorry for the past and the present in my.
No, you're doing great. Oh, you're doing great.
Perfect. It's perfect.
One family meet me, or saw me in a ancient house, and told me there are water. He told me thinking in a how do you say, in grifo, no?
Grifo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, grifo. Yeah.
But I see yes, it's very many rivers. And no, it's for the boys. And what is the problem? No, because I think that it's a problem, the contaminated water, but
Okay.
the really problem no is the death. No, is for me is
dead animal. Dead animal. Yeah.
No, Andre told is one day very bad or 2 day, but I think that nose is a big problem. No, I think that is better. Take water clean, no with no chloro, or no, you say the past, the pills.
with the potable pills.
Because I sell ecological products, and I think the better is the natural.
Yeah, the
natural. No.
Yeah,
it's my opinion.
Yeah,
for that
I agree.
use the filter. If the water is bad, I use the filter. But if I can, I drink the mountain.
Wow. No,
but I mean, when you filter the water, you're just basically taking out the bigger bacteria and stuff. So it's still the mountain water.
Wow. Yeah, it's true, Sasha. And I'll make a point, and I'm learning from you, and I'm from Andrea. Yeah, a lot of. So, Andrea, let me ask you, how do you prepare physically and mental for this trip?
So I think physically it was more demanding than mentally, because I was really looking forward for this trip. So I was like a baby before Christmas. Like, I can't wait this day to finally go and hike GR11. But physically, I had an injury from periods back, injury of my foot, and I was taking care of it. And while doing it, I was also practicing for this GR11, because I knew that, I usually, I have a job that requires me to sit in front of the desk for most of the day. And it basically kills your mind, endurance on a hike like this. So I just started to take a long walk every day. Like, first 3 kilometers, then 5 kilometers, then like a month before GR11, 8 kilometers a day, just to have a walk. With a small backpack, like 5 kilos, just to have something on your shoulders, not to be surprised on a trail. And of course, walking is fine, but I knew that the biggest problem for me would be downhill, because all of the muscles in your knees and all the tendons might get, inflamed or something like this. And I had it before. So I started walking upstairs in my apartment block. It's like 11 stories up, 11 stories down, and like up and down for an hour. And I think it helped me a lot, just walking stairs up and down with a backpack, and basically I think stretching is the third thing, because I never stretched in my life. I thought stretching is for, I don't know,
for
somebody who
people.
is
for yoga
for yoga people. Exactly, it's not for me, and I'm just an ignorant, to be honest, because stretching is super important, and I've learned how to stretch before the hike, so I don't have any problem with my like Achilles or shin splints, anything like this. Of course, I still had like minor problems with this, but luckily I managed to be prepared enough, and I started slowly on GR11. I was taking day really easy at the beginning, because I wanted to adapt, plus there was a heat wave. So and I think that's it. I was just doing regular activities before the hike, but every day, every single day. It wasn't like twice a week I was going to a gym and doing something. No. I just had to move more, be more active, so my muscles can adapt to then walking every day, because I'm a hiking enthusiast. I don't travel with a backpack on daily basis. I know some people do, and that's absolutely amazing. And they are way more adapted to do things like this. But I guess even for someone like me, it's possible with being aware of what's going on in your body, because during the hike, I experienced some minor injuries, one accident even.
Oh, yes.
And still, it was it's a minor thing. I just tripped in a it was 8th day, I think, and it was a beautiful place. It was the very first time after the second day that I would have to have a opportunity to take a swim, and it was a heat wave, and I was waiting for this pond in the mountains close to the waterfall, because I was taking a bottle shower every day, and it was great. But just putting yourself, all your body in the water, it was absolutely amazing. It was beautiful. And I was swimming there, and it was great. And I tripped, and I hit my little toe, like a pinky, and in my foot, of course.
Oh my God.
And the pain was like excruciating, like terrible. But I thought to myself, yeah, it's always like that when you hit your small toe. And I thought to myself, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I just put it in this cold mountain water, waited a little bit, and started walking. But after like 5-10 minutes, each time when I put my foot on the ground, the pain was there, and it was like really bad. So I thought, yeah, I'm in the middle of mountains. There's absolutely no place for even a tent over here. So I know that there is this shelter, Talasia, somewhere like 4 kilometers in front of me. So I was just walking and waiting for this refugio to see if my feet is okay, because I thought it's probably nothing. It's probably, just the pain from the heat and the stress. But when I put my shoe off my foot, I realized that all my little finger is like purple and it's swollen. And it's like, oh, it's not good. It's not good.
Oh my
so I was waiting for like an hour with my, feet up on a tree. I was just lying so the blood comes down from my legs, because I felt this enormous pressure of heat and everything. And while I was doing it, I thought, yeah, I'll just try to go a little bit further and maybe, camp somewhere. And I did, like, I don't know, 500 meters, and decided to go back because the pain was too much. So I stayed actually in this, it's unmanned refugio. It's free refugio, one of those really nice refugios. And I've stayed there for all this day and all another day. And I was just resting. I had this special anti-inflammatory, like a gel for something like this. And I sincerely thought at the beginning that it might be cracked, my toe, because it was so swollen. But I think it wasn't. I mean, I can't be sure. I never x-rayed it. But till today, I can feel the pain in this toe. So, yeah, I mean, the next like 10 days were really, really painful. But I've met this guy in this refugio. He was like just, one of those ultra runners with only 2 bottles of water running mountains. And I was lying near this, on the tree, my leg on a tree, and I was like dying. And he was like, what happened? Because nobody was there. And I was like, it's fine. But I just hit my finger. And he was like, can I see it? And I was like, wow, that's interesting. You want to see my finger? I mean, I wouldn't like to see somebody else's toe, not finger, toe. And so he was like, yeah, let me see it. I know something about it. And he just grabbed me below my toe, like squeezed it, and said, it's not broken here. Maybe the toe is broken, but if the toe is broken, you can still walk and it will be fine because you actually don't need this toe to walk properly for balance.
What do you mean, like
And I was
the
like,
top of the toe or the toenail?
so no, the toe, because if that's my foot, yeah,
Yeah.
and that's and that's like the smallest toe. He grabbed me here, like he checked this bone below the toe,
Yeah.
and he said, yeah, this one is rather, it's not broken. This might be because it was like swollen like this, but you don't need this bone. You know, it's a small toe. You can hike with it. I know this because I hike mountains a lot, and I was like, are you sure? Because I was really thinking that I'm coming back home. And he said, no, it's fine. Of course, it won't heal for the next couple of months if you start walking, but it's going to be fine. So I waited the whole next day, and of course, I didn't have enough food. But I will save in this refugio by this wonderful person. His name is Jose, and he came to the refugio in the evening. And funny story is because I had only like a brick of cheese and a little bit of oatmeal, and I already knew that I had to wait in this refugio because it's impossible for me to walk the next day.
Yeah.
And I found a little bit of cheese and a baguette, like in this refugio, which was completely empty. And this was in a bag, hanging on the ceiling. So I thought, yeah, somebody just left it there. So I was so happy that I can stay in this refugio because I've got food. So I ate it. And then this Jose guy coming like in the middle of the evening, and he's looking for his bag with food. And I mean, and it's terrible because I feel so ashamed and like, I'm so sorry. I've eaten your cheese and your baguette. I thought it's like, it's just hanging there.
Oh no!
You saw that it was a souvenir for you.
Yeah, and it's a miracle. The food is hanging by the ceiling.
Yeah, because people leave food like that for others to take in refuges all the time.
Yeah, I mean, and there was nothing inside. There was no like a gear or anything. Yeah. So I thought, it's just there. But I had this one brick of cheese, so we shared, and that's okay. It was great for this evening. But this Jose, he was so kind. When he saw my food and he was like, you're not going anywhere, that he actually stayed another day. He didn't want to do it because he had other plans, but he stayed to go to a village to buy some food, bring us food, and stay the whole day with me to see if I will be able to walk the next day.
Wow.
Because, this is so amazing because there was nobody there. It was in the middle of the week, so it was empty. The next day, there was this guy from Netherlands that actually came. So there was 3 of us over there. The guy from Netherlands, Dion. And after this 1.5 day of rest, Dion decided to go with me because Dion was actually hiking GR11 as well. So he told, I'll just walk with you. We'll walk slowly together to the next village. I think it was, I don't remember, Bejet or something like this. And we will see because there is no reception here. You can't even call help. Jose will wait in Talasha until the end of the day unless he will need to go back. So they take care of me so well. It was so nice because, there wasn't even a phone reception there, so I couldn't, call help if I want to. So that was so super kind, and I'm forever grateful for those 2 guys. They were those kind of trail angels, if I may say so. because yeah, they helped me a lot. They helped me a lot, both like with food, but also like mentally, because they were encouraging me. They were saying, "Yeah, it's okay. If anything, yeah, we will help you," and things like this. And this is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, and that was my first encounter with other people, where I, like talked them for longer than just 10 minutes. And yeah, that was great. That was great. And of course, I've lost the primary topic.
Don't worry, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Let me ask you. Let me ask you, because something a very funny tale that we already talked about this, but Sasha and Al doesn't know. It's Sasha and Al. For sure you saw his video, and his video are the way Andrea talk is like, wow, man, when you talk I am like, ooh, wow, because I don't know, maybe your voice, your tone, the tone of your voice, the way you speak is like, wow, and for me it's very funny because I hate the beach. I'm from the Dominican Republic, I'm from the Caribbean, so I am from the island. I am from the paradise island, but I hate beach. But the way I hate beach is because when you get out from the beach, you are like with the salt in your skin and like, and I hate it. And I hate that the sand get into your feet and but anyway, okay, let me continue. So and also sorry, and I told my wife because my wife love beach. And I say, honey, I like the beach that doesn't have sand, Jordi. All the beach have sand. And I say, no, because there's a few platform where you can jump directly to the water and to the deep. And this is what I want. Anyway, I'm talking about something different. Anyway, the point is, Sasha and Al, is when I saw Andres' video of he swimming in the beach, and he say, I just took a swimming in the beach, and you can see he laying down in the sand, and I'm like, wow, I want to swim also. So this is the lovely part. But what I ask him, because everything has a behind the scenes. So one second. Al, tú estás entendiendo lo que estoy comentando ahora, ¿verdad?
Sí, que no te gusta la playa, pero que cuando ves los vídeos de él en la playa dices, joder, qué bonito.
Pues me quiero meter en la playa, pero ¿qué pasa?
Porque él sabe transmitir eso que...
Exacto. Cuando él habla, yo no sé si la forma de su voz, algo, tú te quedas como...
Sí.
Oh, bueno,
y me estaba pasando... now I feel the same.
¿The same? No.
O sea, estoy escuchando y digo, qué interesante.
No. And if you saw him... I'm just swimming the beach. You think, whoa, I want to jump also. But anyway, the point is, I was thinking, this have to be a behind the scenes. For sure, Andrea doesn't show that in his video, but when he stepped up from the water, he was like, and all the sand. And I asked him, tell me the truth. How was when you get out from the water? And he said, "No, yeah, it was complicated. I need to pour, sweet water on me." That's the reality. Sasha, you have a great experience with the ocean. Sasha, I am right that when you step out from the water, you are always salty, and with the water shallow on you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, and especially if you're going to, stay there and sleep at night, you kind of want to rinse the salt off, at least for me, So I always carried an extra, at least half a liter or so to rinse myself from the salt. So.
That's what I asked Andrea. So Andrea, before I ask you the last, the second question, let me make an announcement. Sasha, your boyfriend Tio invited me to see the octopus in your beach. So Sasha, I promise you I will go there to see you and Tio and to see the octopus. So tell Tio that I will go. I hate beach, but with you and him, I will be more than happy. Because
actually, that place doesn't even have sand. It's like pebbles. So no sand.
Okay,
Still
Sasha,
salty water.
Sasha, take my word, because my wife and my daughter, I told them that your boyfriend invite us to your beach, and my wife, Jody, when we're going to see Sasha, hey, honey, wait. Well, anyway, that's a deal. So, Andrea, the next question before we enter into the animal topic. Sasha, Andrea, I asked Sasha and Al, and they have in common something about to place your tent. And they said that they doesn't show that in their videos, but it's a hard task every day to find a good camping spot to place the tent. In your video, it's so idyllical, so beautiful how you place it, but what's the behind the scenes? It's complicated.
Okay. It's a good question because at the beginning I was really thinking that it's going to be a problem because of course those are mountains, and for a tent you need to have like a proper flat, at least a little bit of terrain. And as it turns out, it actually wasn't a problem. I was starting to look for a camp at like 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And I always thought to myself, okay, now the first camp I see is my camp, because usually during an hour, you pass next to a really good camp spot, maximum 2 hours. So it's basically not a big problem, especially in high Pyrenees.
Okay.
I mean, the wind might be a problem, yes, but finding a flat surface is not a problem. So twice I was really struggling with the wind, and that was a problem because each time when I was trying to pitch my tent, it was torn by the wind, and actually I couldn't even put it in one place. I was putting stone to it and then spiking it, but it was still too much for my tent. My tent is a regular tent.
Okay.
It's not like this special tent for extreme wind conditions. No, it's just a tent. And the other time, I really wanted to sleep in this beautiful, beautiful pass in the mountains. It was actually on the other side of the mountain where Sasha took the HRP with the berries. So I was on the other side of this mountain, and it was so beautiful. And I thought, this is a perfect place. I need to sleep here. But the wind was too strong. So I actually built a wall from the stone to protect me from the wind.
Wow.
So it won't be blown during the night, my tent. And it worked. It worked fine. So I think putting your tent on GR11 is not a problem. It's not a problem. If you're not picky, I was picky because for me it was important to have a nice view from my vestibule.
Okay.
I also tried to do
that. But it's so easy to have a nice view on GR11 from your vestibule because everywhere is so beautiful. So
Andrea, and let me ask you something that I already asked to Sasha and Al when I interview them. I will ask you, and then I will I will let you know what other people are saying about the answer. I want your honest answer, but I want to put you in advice about what others are saying. I will start. During the night, when you are going to sleep, that you see everything dark, that with your lights, with your flashlight, you see everything dark and maybe something moving in the bushes and all that. How does that feel? Don't answer me. I will start. Al Simon. Even that Al Simon is a brave man. He said, it's okay. One of the videos of Al Simon at the end of his video inside a tent, Al Simon is recording and he's saying, well, I'm listening strange sound outside. Maybe my mind is playing a bad time to me, but I'm scared. Al Simon say that. Wait. Sasha also mentioned that it's complicated to get used to it. Also, Sasha have in one of Sasha's video, like she's so romantic in a beautiful lake, and Sasha saying, "Wow, I slept here, and during the night I saw that mountains." I don't know, Sasha, if you know what I'm talking about, but yeah, during the night there was a shadow, there was darkness. Wait, now Alcimo told me, because it's something I'm talking about Ghost, okay? I'm talking about Ghost. In the GR11, there's a lot of abandoned towns, ghostly towns, and Alcimo crossed one of those ghostly town, um, and Alcimo says, "Well, I will not camp here. I will camp uphill. But this town, I know, is totally abandoned. There's nobody there." And during the night, Alcimo stepped out and saw the town over there, and the town that was ghostly with nobody. Alcimo saw a light in the tower bell of the church, and he really scared. So before I let you talk, let me tell you what happened yesterday. Yesterday, I interviewed here in this channel, and Alcimo was in the team from Transpirenaica, travesiapirenaica.com. It's like the yellow page of the GR11 that they have a lot of information, the track, they have everything. And yesterday, I interviewed them. And I asked Enrique, what about Ghost? What about the ghostly town? And he said, well, we are live. Maybe I should not tell you this, but I will tell you. And you can see that interview. He said, I was hiking with my friend Edu during the night in the Pyrenees, and it was dark. And he told me the name of the mountain, but don't remember. But I have it there in the interview. And he said, Jordi, please don't laugh about what I'm going to tell you, but we saw a spectrum. We saw a spectrum, and we were 5 people. And the 5 of us saw a spectrum, in the Pyrenees, where we were hiking before we placed our tent, and we just shit on us, and we just run out very fast. And at that moment, I was, wow, we're running, but we're going to fall because we're running what we just saw. So now I'm going to tell you how is to sleep during the night with all that darkness. This is reality. These are reality.
Yeah, I didn't know any of those ghost stories, to be honest. And it is true that you pass a lot of abandoned, like farmhouses, villages, even. And but I think it was great during the night. I never had any problem, but I took with me some earplugs. So I think earplugs help a lot, because when it was too loud outside from from they help a lot. But I honestly never had this kind of thoughts.
Okay.
Which is good, which is very good, because I don't know, I felt very safe.
Okay.
And maybe if somebody told me this kind of a story before the hike, I don't know. I'm just happy that I didn't heard it before. So yeah. I think, Jordi, you don't have to worry about all those things, really. And if you sleep light, because during the night, especially in the forest area, it's really noisy. It's really noisy.
Oh, Sasha and Al didn't tell me that there's that is noisy. That is a noisy. There's a lot of sound during the night.
Oh yeah. I mean, everything starts walking. I think, like, I don't know, different kind of animals. Like, for example, boars or deers, smaller animals, of course, all the mice and other rodents. And I think you can just switch it off in your head, because it's like almost an ambient noise of branches and leaves around you. but it's very close because it's the middle of the night, so you can hear it very, very well.
No, I for sure, I know.
And if
Andrea,
you put into your head that it's ghosts, then that's not going to be good for you.
but I think we are safe from ghosts. I'm not saying that they don't exist or anything like this. I just think that yeah.
you know, that before
Wow,
asking you,
ghosts don't exist, guys. Let's not be silly.
But nice soundtrack, George. Really nice soundtrack.
so before ask the other question to Andrea, let me ask you all, because what was in your mind when you were in a tent? Alfonso, okay, let me ask you to Al. What happened when he was thinking that, wow, there's something out there? Alfonso, cuando tú estabas en la tienda, que tú te grabaste, cagado del miedo, que tú decías, algo hay allá afuera, tengo miedo. ¿Qué pasó por tu cabeza? ¿Cómo fue ese momento?
Sí, it's incómodo. How do you say in English?
It's not comfortable.
But I think the same that Andre is all the time you are feel safe, no?
Okay.
But, no,
Okay.
you say that, no? I understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, perfect.
The all the well, the town, the ghost town is Dover. You know Dover or Dove? You know, Sasha, when in Catalonia, in the part of Catalonia, Dove is you cross in the GR and you feel me, no, Sasha?
Doria?
Dove or
I remember Doria town. I don't remember Dove. How do you spell it?
a little town is cost no, but
Maybe it was 2 hours, Jordi?
No.
No?
the day, the only night that I very feel fear, no,
You feel fear, yeah.
is when I sleep in a dolmen. At the finish, for me, at the finish in Catalonia, in Girona, there are many places with dolmen, no, prehistoric
dolmens. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, dolmens. Oh, yes.
And I sleep the last night, and I think the dangerous, the really dangerous are in the mind. And I think if a spirit or a shaman is appear in front of me, it's scary, no?
But wow, I mean, Al Simon, you've slept in a dolmen. I would never do that.
Me neither.
like, I mean, maybe in a hardcore storm, I would take shelter, but I wouldn't go to sleep. Not in a dolmen, no. So you're very brave. You're very brave.
Let me show you what I have here. I think that Sasha is a bad influence to me, and I will tell you why. At the beginning, I wanted to do only the GR11, and that's so. But I'm looking at Sasha's videos, and I started to see that Sasha say, "Now I'm going to take the HRP." What? I knew what HRP was. I said, "Well, if she can, I can. I am a macho alpha, a silver chest." And I said, "Wow!" And what I did, guys, I just took Sasha. If you have, I don't know, maybe 100, 100 from all the views of your video, maybe 100 are only for me, because what I did, I just start writing and searching in the map the track that Sasha did and all the waypoint that Sasha is writing in her videos, and I make it, and this is the result. I'm writing everything. So now at the end, I have the HRP, the GR10, GR11, so I will not get lost. For me, one of the scariest places that Sasha passed, and I write it, is this town. Aineto. That is next to Tabacar. I saw that place, and I was so scared of shit. And now you can see, I'm trying to see how I can avoid to walk to that town. I say, well, I can take this, but then I have to turn right to my left. Oh, Jesus, I think I need to cross this yesterday. Yes. So I'm trying to make that. But anyway, Andrea, let me go to I think the most important topic of here. Well, everything is important, but I really enjoyed a lot talking about animals with you. So let's go to the main question of this. We have many animals. Okay, let's talk. I will leave the fox because also Altimo have an issue with the fox. But I will start with something in common with Sasha. Tell me about the wild boars, Andrea. Tell me your experience about with wild boars, because Catalonia is full of wild boars, and Sasha has a bad experience with wild boars, and I'm very afraid. Being honest, Sasha, if I was you in that situation, I think I cannot scream. I should be like calling my wife, "Hey, honey, please come to save me." But anyway, Andrea, let's talk about this.
Yeah, I mean, Sasha's experience with boars was, yeah, really dramatic, to be honest. I'm so happy that I don't know, I didn't have anything like this. At least I don't remember. I was sleeping. Maybe they were somewhere around. But yes, the boars, especially in Catalonia, they are very present, especially at the beginning. So for Alcimon, it was the finish of his trail. And I've seen them basically for a couple of days every day when I was in the forest. They were just there. You can hear them running in the bushes. And yeah, I mean, I knew that they are there. I knew that boars are basically afraid of people, and they might attack you only, I mean, only if they are pissed, or if you are, getting between them and the children of those boars. Okay. So I thought to myself, yeah, I mean, I'm safe if I will just be okay with those animals, because I strongly feel, at least I try to think in this way, that animals can sense us, our fear, our aggression, and all those things. So that's one of the things that I was trying to calm when, like setting a tent in an area where there's a lot of boars, because I really wouldn't like to have them around my tent like Sasha had. that would be scary. I mean, that would be scary. And yeah, I mean,
Andrea,
so
wait. Look, Alfonso, this part of video of Sasha is very good. The first night that Sasha slept alone, she was, you see, like a beautiful angels. I'm here, nothing's gonna happen. Maybe they have a wild boar, but the Spaniards use jamon, so I don't think that's gonna be any problem. And then the next shot is Sasha, like like the eyes like a. And it's so funny. It's so funny. And then when Sasha took the pointless knife, and you see Sasha like, "Hey, do you want me to make hamon with you?" Sasha, that's so good.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect that at all, because I had the same kind of mentality as Andre. Like, oh, not a big deal, just some boars. They're afraid of people. Like, why should you fear boars? And actually, the first night that I camped in Playa Taballera in Cap de Creos, I camped there with Tio, my boyfriend, and he heard boars that night. But I was like dead asleep. I was like, "Oh, don't worry, like just go to sleep," And he said they were there that night too, being really loud, and he was afraid.
But he didn't wake you up.
Yeah, they didn't wake me up, and I even went outside to like pee in the bush, and he's like, "What are you doing? Like, there's wild animals out there." I was like, ah. But then when I was alone, the second night and the third night, especially the third night, then when you're alone and there's really loud wild animals right next to you. The first night, okay, I was just surprised by the noise. But the second night, they didn't leave. Like I shined lights at them, I made loud noises, and they just got louder and more aggressive and right next to my tent. And they were, I don't know, they were fighting with each other, they were growling. I was afraid, like, not even that they would attack me per se, but that they would fight with each other and like ram into my tent or something like that, because they were so loud and huge. So it is scary when you're alone.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And wait, when we enter in the fox session, you will see the Alcimo testimony with a fox. So now I want you to explain to everybody your experience with the two huge spider in your hand. Explain that to them.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't like spiders. I mean, really don't like spiders. I'm not sure if that's this kind of a special phobia or anything, but I really don't like spiders.
Me neither.
And so I was sleeping in this. It's a refugio, but it was a really poor condition. Like the roof almost collapsed. There is no even surface on the ground. It's pretty rough, but it's always better for me to sleep inside, and because of the condensation during the night or maybe even a storm. So I went inside, but I put a mosquito net from my tent, just to be safe from all the like spiders. and so in the middle of the night, maybe not in the middle of the night, but soon after I went to sleep, I woke up and I just have this mosquito net in front of my eyes. I woke up and there are those two huge spiders on this mosquito net, like above my head, but not like this big, but like this big, like really big. And it's dark, and it's only the moon shining through this no door kind of demolished wall a little bit of this refugio. And I'm like, they are huge. Of course, they're not like probably the biggest spiders. Yeah, they are just walking on this mosquito net, and the mosquito net is like
on the inside where you are.
No, they're outside.
Okay, so you're
they're
safe.
outside. Yeah, I'm safe. I'm like, okay, they're outside, but they're big. I'm going to sleep, but they are big. And they were just, crawling on this mosquito net, and they weren't regular spiders that you see during the day on GR11. They were like those, I don't know, I have no idea what kind of a spider was that, but there were two, and they left even markings on my mosquito net. So I think they were, I don't know what they were doing on my mosquito net, but they were curious. And I'm so happy that I didn't sleep. Yeah.
Were you afraid that maybe, I don't know, there's a hole in your tent or they can get inside?
No. I was always really careful to close my mosquito net precisely. Like, I know many people just leave it open or whatever, but I really don't like spiders inside my sleeping bag. I had it in my life, like I was waking up and there was a spider crawling on my sleeping bag, and I really don't like that. Never on GR11, never, just during my hiking times.
Okay.
And it's something that I think spiders like. They like your heat. I think they're attracted by the fact that while we sleep, we are just calm and we, produce so much heat, and spiders can, like detect your heat, and they're coming towards you. So even if they're just walking towards the heat, it's nothing nice if you wake up with a spider on your head.
Well, of course not.
Yeah.
but Andrea, and
I would say.
But when you wake up in the morning, you have to get out from your tent. Do you take a look just around before you open your tent, or you just opening? I'm okay. Let me go. How was that?
When I woke up in the morning, it was already like sunshine, so I could see everything, and I seen that there is no spiders there, and I was sure that the spiders knew that it's not a good time for them because it's already in the middle of the day.
Okay.
So no, there was no problem. In the middle of the day, I never seen a spider in any of those places where I was camping. Only during the night. Yeah, I think they are night creatures mostly because of the heat. I don't know.
Okay.
And maybe they hunt during the night also.
Okay.
I don't know.
But maybe your tent can have a hole in your tent. And now, no, wait. And that take us to or the other animal. But before let you talk, let me ask Alcimo. Al, can you make your story? Can you explain to Andrea that you can have a hole in your tent and an animal can steal your food? Can you make that story, Al?
Solo tranquila la historia.
Sí.
Well, sorry, but I listen to that in the night is. I think that is wake up all the forest wake up at the night. No, it's true. My story is and you say that the same that when you in the night you have the hear and the smell all very high. No, how do you say? No, and the noise of the nature when you tired, you real. ¿Estamos o no?
Sí, claro,
Ah,
claro.
vale. Yeah. When I stay in the tent, I listen the noise of the river, and I relation it with one boy and a girl who put the tent near me, no? And when I sleeping, I listen my tent, wow, no? When que tiraron, no sé cómo se dice en inglés, tiraron de la tienda, y yo I think that all the time is the other person, but when I wake up, I'm alone all the time, and I think, where is my food? Nah. I recognize the situation. The situation is I am alone and one animal me robó the food. How do you say robar? And I stay all the night searching the food all the night. When I start at the sunshine, I think it's terrible the situation. But when you living in the moment, you no understand, no. But when pass, you see, wow, it's incredible that I stay all the night for the forest and searching my food, because not in my food is my cooking.
Your cooking set.
Cooking machine.
Okay. So a fox stole your yes, a fox stole your food. So it make a hole in your tent.
It's my thinking, but when in the is lucky because is fine, because the commentaries of the person who watched my video say me there are bears is in English or bears.
Bears, yeah, bears.
Because there are a place that many bears, but I think I really think that no it's a bear, because no listen and I don't know.
You would have heard if it was a bear. It's a very different sound from a fox.
Yes.
Especially if it took the food from your tent. I mean,
exactly.
It would take it in a different way.
Except
and
for
the typical is the animal is go out or for the person, no, or the person is fear of the person.
Okay.
No tiene miedo.
Tiene miedo. Yeah, they have fear of people. Yeah. But But
But they are very curious with the Sasha situation, no? It's a jabalí, no? ¿Cómo es en inglés?
Yeah.
Jabalí.
the wild boar. The
Boars,
Or-
yeah.
Because it's an animal, it's a dangerous animal. They're really objective is, but if no situation, bad situation, no, the
Yeah.
voice of the animal, or,
Yeah, they doesn't be
but
make
it's scary. It's scary. With the, it's,
Yeah, they're very scared. And now
Yeah.
I'm connecting your story with Andrea's story. But before make the final connection between you both, Sasha, do you have any experience with fox in your route? You saw any fox?
I've seen the foxes walking.
Okay.
I followed one one time, but
Wait, Sasha.
it was cute. I don't think I got it on film though. Sorry. But at night, I didn't sleep in that place. There's one campground where I think foxes are like always getting into people's tents, because there I was like talking to people who were passing me by. And I
Okay.
was meeting people who were like, "Did you get attacked by foxes? Did you?" And they had like same with Al. They had their tent raided by foxes. Some fox broke someone's tent, stole the food. Ran away. This guy was saying he was running around naked looking for the fox with a knife. His girlfriend after him.
Oh my god.
Sasha, that should be very funny to see you running after a fox or chasing a fox.
No, I wasn't really. I was just walking after it quietly, and it didn't see
Okay.
me.
Okay.
Then I ran away. But no.
Well, Sasha, I need to tell you that both of them have a very close encounter with fox, because after also for what he just mentioned, I was talking to Andrea, and he also have a situation with fox. Andrea, what happened with you on the fox?
I had one situation with fox. It was in this. I pronunciate all the Spanish names really bad, so I'm really sorry. Agua Tuerta, I think, the valley. Yeah, beautiful place. And I was staying there for the night, and I was eating my breakfast, and suddenly, just out of nowhere, this fox joined my breakfast. But I was there sitting. I mean, he wasn't afraid at all. Like nothing. He just approached me, like I don't know, half a meter in front of me, and was like, "Give me food. I'm here." And I mean, he was really in a poor condition, because I've seen foxes before, and they're usually very fluffy and beautiful. And this one appears to be like after a huge fight with some other animal, because his tail was, bruised and in blood with fern turned out, and he was, like really thin.
Okay.
So I was thinking to myself, because I usually wouldn't do that. I wouldn't give food to a wild animal in the wild, because it's not good.
Yeah.
But I shared some veggies with him. I think I had a carrot. I don't remember, something like this. And I just gave him this, and he was actually eating it in front of me, like a meter and a half. He just took it and he was eating it, looking at me, like, "Are you still there? Because I will be hungry in a minute." And I finished this breakfast. He was still there, just eating this carrot I was eating, and I finished and I packed, and he just stayed there. It was close to refugio, so I think he knew that maybe people are staying there, and maybe it's a good spot to get food from others, because he was so sure that he can just approach a person. And I never met a fox which is so fearless, like nothing, like a pigeon, because pigeons are usually those birds which are like, "Oh, it's okay, nothing happening, it's fine." And foxes are like really, really somewhere in the forest and they can smell you, they can see you, and they are always out, especially in the middle of the day. And it was my breakfast, so it was probably like 10 o'clock. So yeah, it was weird. It was weird. It was situation where, of course, it was super safe.
Okay.
Completely safe. There was no aggression from this fox.
Okay.
But I couldn't believe that he approached me like so close. And he apparently really wanted to be fed by me. So yeah, I mean, I just did it. I'm not sure if that's good, but I even took a video of him eating this carrot, of course, because it was so close. But it was, yeah, really poor fox.
Well, because I need to explain before I ask you for the other animal. Let me explain to the three of you. First, with you, Andrea, I wanted to focus this interview like in what you have until now in your video and about animals, because you are posting. You have not yet posted all the videos from your
Yes.
GR11. So when you finish to post all the video, I would like to have another interview with you to talk about the whole trip. Okay, so that's an invitation. Sasha, the same as you.
Thank you.
When you finish, Sasha, to put all your videos, I would like to have an interview with you, like with an overall with the experience. And Al, maybe you don't know it, but Al is right now posting his videos about when he crossed biking from all the Mediterranean. He's now in Croatia, heading. Well, you're in Croatia, right now. So, Al, when you finish your biking, we will have another interview about that. So, I will see you, the three of you, again. So, so this is for you to know. So, going to the when I was talking to Andrea the other day, the only moment, because you see when he talks, he's like, oh, okay. But the only moment when I saw tense, Andrea talking in a tense way, is when I asked him if his life wasn't threatened at any moment. But I was thinking about a mountain, a cliff, or whatever. And he said, no, it was because a man. What? What happened? Did someone assault you or something, like with a knife, with a gun? And he said, no. He said I would just make the brief introduction. He was entering Puigcerdà when he saw a truck, a man, two giant dog. Andrea, explain what happened with you on the dog.
Yeah, it was definitely the most sketchy situation ever in my life during hiking. And I was just there alone on this beautiful path to Puigcerdà, and those two really big dogs, like beautiful, really beautiful big dogs, started running towards me. They were like close to this track where this person was talking on his phone. And when they saw me, it was like 50 meters or something. They started running towards me. And I thought to myself, those are dogs. Dogs are, very welcoming many times. They want to say hello, things like this. Or maybe they are just, I don't know, aggressive, but probably not. There is a guy there, so he see that they are running towards me. But no, that was something which I didn't expect to happen, because once they approached me, they jumped on me. And I had those trekking poles. So I, did something like this with those trekking poles to protect my legs. They didn't want to bite me, I think, but they want to push me or something like this. Not like a dog is jumping on you and he's like happy and hello and everything. No. Because the other one was like barking and they were like really aggressive, like, I don't want to make a dog sound right now, but you can just imagine when dog is aggressive, that this dog is aggressive.
Yeah.
And they were like grabbing my trekking poles and, like bashing them with their teeth. And I saw this guy like standing there and talking on his phone and just doing nothing. And his dogs were attacking me. And I honestly felt that this might be really tricky because this guy is not doing anything. I have no idea what to do because luckily or unluckily, I had those trekking poles and those dogs were like really interested in those trekking poles more than my legs. And I was just trying, just to protect myself with the trekking poles and still walking slowly. And I don't know, not saying anything because what can I say?
Yeah.
I even don't know how to say to this dog, like, be calm in Spanish, or like, take it easy, or like, whatever. I'm not,
Yeah, that's a
so,
frustrating situation.
so I try to, and I don't know Spanish, so I don't know how to say to this person, apparently a Spanish or person, most likely because the truck had Spanish registry, and how to say, help me, like, dude, those are your dogs. What? Hello, yeah, like, but I'm fighting with those dogs, and he's like, yeah, nothing happening. And suddenly he was like, maybe, oh, my dogs are trying to beat this guy, and he said something to his dogs, like, I don't know, like one thing, and those dogs are like, okay, so they were trained dogs because they listened to him immediately. So I thought to myself, okay, now I'm safe. And I really wanted to be as far from this place as possible, as soon as possible. So I just walked by. And after, like, I don't know, a minute, one of those dogs, because those dogs were next to this person again, started running towards me and jumped on me again.
Wow.
And like pushing me with his paws,
Yeah.
and barking and everything. And I mean, that was crazy because it was so irresponsible
Yes.
to have such an aggressive dogs without a leash. And I don't know, I love dogs, I love animals, but something like this should never happen. I'm not afraid of dogs, like I'm not, but I've got a really good friend, and she is also a hiker, and she was bitten this last summer while hiking Norway by a dog.
Wow.
Really, really bad. It was only one dog, and I can only imagine how big of a stress, because for me it was like, what a jerk. What a jerk, this guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, true.
and I was fine after like 10 minutes. I was like, what a jerk, and I was fine. It's not those dogs' fault.
Yeah.
But for many people that could be traumatic when big dogs are jumping on you.
Yeah.
And yeah, so for all of you dog owners, please watch out for your dogs.
Watch out for your dogs. Wow.
Yes.
And Al, because you told me before that you have lemons and plantation. Do you have dogs? Al, do you have aggressive dogs?
Yes, I have dogs. I love the dogs, but I agree with Andre. The same is the same. I have the same situation in the GR11, and
yes,
scary because the animal is near to the person, and the person knows all the person knows good, and
yeah,
I don't explain, but the wild animals are it's more security with the wild animals.
Okay.
Than the animals with the person.
Okay. Yeah.
The pet of the person. No?
Yeah.
And in Pyrenees there are the pigs. Pigs is mastin in Spanish.
The mastin. Yeah, the mastin. The mastin. Yeah, the Spanish mastin.
And this animal take your leg or your hand and broken in a second broken. For me, it's the most terrible. And this travel in the bike, is the worst. The worst.
Oh, yes. So what happened? What happened with you in that time?
Because you go. It's the same that you are working. No, it's the animal is for you. I don't understand. I don't explain.
Wow. Wow.
It's the same that the story of Andrea is the same.
Jesus.
Well, actually, I had the same experience too, so it must be common because I also had.
Sasha, you have a lot of story there, folks. Now you have a lot of secrets, Sasha. Eh?
No, I mentioned it, but of course, I didn't catch it on film because it happened. And
okay.
What
happened?
But there were two Rottweilers that attacked me, and the woman was walking somewhere further away, and then she, I also had dogs, so I know kind of how to deal with them. And I took my trekking poles, and I was more like aggressive, but stopped, So I just stop and put my poles at them and tell them to like calm down and wait for the woman. And then the woman's like, like sorry, and or just like, oh, they're scared or whatever. I'm like, I don't care. Put your dog on a leash if it's gonna bite people. Like, people are really irresponsible. And they're probably all the right, because wild animals are afraid of people, whereas these human animals are more likely to attack.
Yes, for me the same. I remember that the person I see the dog in Spanish and the perro, but this Catalunya is ghost. And I cry, the ghost. and one person go out and no problem. No, I say no problem. The ghost won't eat me. No problem. And the person is very quiet or no. And I want to say you, Andre, in Spain, there are a typical phrase that it's about the zorros, about the zorro. In Spain, it's a one person, this person is, es muy zorro. En español es muy zorro.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a person that is the same situation that you describe. Look like this animal, no? Typical in Spain.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that phrase before.
I never heard it before. No, thank you.
But now, guys, the other animal that he encountered doesn't bite him, thanks God. But he was entering a shelter, and he moved. And then he moved something in the shelter, and something appeared, something black. What happened? What do you find when you move that in the shelter? A black scorpion.
Yeah. It was actually in the same shelter when where I met Jose and Dion.
Andrea, were you sleeping in the stool? Were you sleeping in the stool?
I mean, in this Talasia refugio where I had my toe injured.
Okay.
I was moving this bench, which was next to the wall, because I was trying to, make myself room for sleeping in this refugio.
Okay.
And when I moved this bench, I realized that I have hit with this bench a scorpio. And that was the only time in my life that I've seen one. It was really small, black, and it was still moving because I've hit him but not killed him, apparently. So at first I was like, whoa, it's actually a live scorpio. And I was like, holy shit, I have to kill it, because it's, first of all, it's suffering. Apparently, I snapped it with this bench, a wooden bench. So it was like, the first thought, almost like immediate thought, that I have to, snap him.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't survive anyway. And I had no idea that there are scorpions here. I mean, in Catalonia, because I think it was in Figueres, that somebody told me that there are scorpions in Sierra Nevada mountains in Spain, but not in Catalonia. No, because I was asking about like wild animals, things like this, and they were like, no, bears are not a problem, only boars. And only boars. And I knew that there might be scorpions somewhere here. And no, only in Sierra Nevada. And there was one. Only one, though.
Yeah, but Andrea, wait. Let me ask you. You found a black scorpion. But if there's one scorpion, there should be more black scorpion. I mean, even that, you decide to place your tent inside that shelter? No.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really nice shelter.
You are my
really.
Mom. You are my mom. Yeah.
Only problem is a scorpion.
Yeah, I really thought to myself, I've killed a scorpion, so there are no scorpions left. Because, yeah, I mean, it really didn't cross my mind that there would be more scorpions because, as far as I know, scorpions live in the ground or somewhere like this because they're quite big, right? And this refugio was like there was nowhere to hide, only stone walls and those two benches and a double bed. So, which was taken, by the way, by Jose, as far as I remember. I mean, I preferred to sleep on the ground because for me it was more comfortable. But I didn't sleep that night.
Of course, I can imagine with a two spider, then like a scorpio. Yeah, I can imagine why.
No, the two spiders was actually in a different refugio.
Okay.
No, in a different one. That was almost the end of the hike. Sorry, yeah. That was the same refugio where I, had a problem with my toe.
What was the name of that refugio?
Talasia. Yeah, it's TAL.
Spell it for me.
Yeah. Okay, TAL. T like I don't know, like Trevor.
Yeah.
A like
Tango. A as Alpha.
TAL.
Lima.
Yeah. Tango, Alpha, Lima, Alpha, Xero.
Which one?
X. I can't see.
X-ray.
Yeah, like Talasia, something like this. As far as I remember, I can just check really fast because this is only my memory that I remember it.
While you search it, hey Sasha, take a look. I have marked it with a gold sign. This town.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's Tango Alpha.
Sorry.
Yes.
And then 1 second. And then, Sasha, I'm placing like a bedroom in all the places where you slept. So I'm marking your road. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Go ahead, Andrea. Is Tala?
Sorry for interrupting you.
No,
great map, by the way. A lot of work. So it's the name of this refugio is Talaisha, and it's Tango Alpha Lambda. Alpha.
Sorry, Tango Alpha. Which one?
Tango Alpha, and then Lollipop.
Okay, Lima.
I don't know.
Lima.
Lima, yeah, Lima. Then Alpha again. Then Indigo.
Indian.
Yes. Then X. And Alpha. Yeah, X-ray Alpha.
Okay. Cold Tagsha. Okay, you have here. Talaisha is here.
There was a free refuge there in this place, Talaisha. Because I remember
Talaisha, yeah.
There's a manned one right there, and then there's also
there is a building, and half of the building is only. Yeah, this one. Yeah, it's on a pass. So half of the building is actually for only for people from Mountain Association of Catalonia or something like this. But the other half of the building is completely free for everybody. It has 2 rooms and one with 2 beds, and the other one is completely empty with those 2 wooden benches.
Thank you, Judy, for the don't go there.
Yeah,
you probably won't have scorpions when you go there, and they could be anywhere, Judy.
Yeah, I think they can be anywhere, but
they may not be that bad. I was one time. I was stung by a scorpion once, and it's like a bee sting, but it depends on the scorpion. Which
yeah, I mean,
so
exactly.
Oh my god! I don't want to be beaten by a black scorpion for sure.
This Spanish person, Jose, because I immediately told that I just killed a scorpion to this Jose because I was like, oh my god, there's a scorpion, and he told me that this particular is not dangerous for people.
Okay.
That it will, like Sasha said, hurt like sting from a wasp or something like this, but it's not deadly unless you're like, I don't know,
allergic or something like that.
Really unlucky, and it will sting you in the neck, and you've got like this reaction of your organism, something like this. But basically, it's not deadly. It will just hurt a lot.
Okay.
So yeah. Don't worry, Jordan.
Okay, and now, guys, we just got to the last animal and to the end of this interview. Maybe the scorpion doesn't kill you, but what happened if the next animal that you encounter bite you? What happened with the snake that you found in the Pyrenees?
To be honest, I have no idea what kind of a snake was that. I've seen only one snake. It was like a greenish color. I tried to Google it, just to, like find out what kind of a snake was that. And I was typing like green snake, Catalonia, green snake, Pyrenees. But apparently I didn't find any.
Andrea, wait. So we have from one side, Alcimo searching her foot behind the fox. Then we have Sasha walking slowly to get to find a fox, and then I have you Googling in front of a snake about what kind of snake is that. Okay, continue your story. This is amazing.
No. I was Googling it afterwards. No, because when I saw a snake, it was a really quick moment.
Okay.
I was in a forest, and there was a lot of bushy area. I was on a path, and this snake just, did his thing walking across this path. And so I saw him. I saw that it's quite a big snake. I mean, quite a big, something like, I don't know, 80 centimeters, maybe a meter long.
Okay.
So I had no idea if that was an adult snake or a baby snake, maybe not baby snake.
Okay.
But apparently it was really afraid of me walking there. And that's it. I never seen any other snake except this one. I didn't feel afraid because, of course, I wasn't expecting snakes. So it was like, oh, a snake. Oh, gone. So yeah, I think snakes don't like experiencing any other animal, especially humans. So it's just important to make noise while walking on the ground because they cannot hear you that well, but they can sense your temperature and the shake of the ground. So I think we are safe on GR11.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
So yeah, the snake wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty snake.
Okay.
So
okay. Well, that's good. That's good to know. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we just got to the end of the interview. I want to thank you, the three of you. Thank you so much. It's been a blasting time. 4 friends talking to each other. Like I said, I will make you a formal invitation, and I'm doing it right now. When you finish posting all your videos, Andrea, I would like to know more from you. So we'll have another invitation from me. Sasha, the same for you, Sasha. Okay, let me finish with Andrea and then with you, Andrea. Now you finish the GR11? You haven't posted all of them, but we'll all see you in another adventure in your channel. What do you have in your mind right now? Are you preparing another through hike, very important or something like that? What adventure you have in your hand right now?
So currently, I'm not thinking about anything, to be honest, because I have to focus more on my work.
Yeah.
So probably nothing as long distance as GR11, but definitely something this summer.
Okay.
But it will be more something like 2 weeks journey,
Yeah.
more than 2 months journey,
Yeah.
because yeah, that was really special for me to have
Yeah.
this much time. And of course, I will try to post as regularly as possible on my channel, all the videos, but I just don't have enough time to edit all
Yeah.
those.
It takes a lot of time. Yeah.
It at least for me, it
Oh,
takes
no,
a
no.
lot of time for me.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I like how you really put a lot of effort into your videos. You even put like the plants that you saw, so you have to look up each plant and stuff like that, right? And the locations, a little bit of the
thank you.
history about some places.
Sasha, I asked him about that, and he told me how he did it, and he said, "Oh, there's a bunch of tutorial on YouTube." And I was like, "Okay," and I have seen many of them. I have no idea yet how to do it. He said, "No, it's very easy." And you see Sasha, me seeing like three tutorials at the same time. Jesus, I don't know how to put the. And I asked him, "How do you put the white and red line through the map?" No, you do that with Google Earth Pro. Yeah, but how? No, there's a tutorial. Where? Which one? I'm so lost. But yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, it's incredible. Anyway,
Yeah,
when
the
you
map is really cool too. Really
yes,
good.
it's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. And you know what? I want to congratulate you, Andrea, because it's very hard. It's very hard. I don't know. I don't know your YouTube studio statistics, but the way that you keep the viewer seeing your first intro, that is the map that you are talking. I mean, you know, me that you see that I am a fast person that I need to change speed because I know I get bored. No, you got my attention the whole video because the thing that you mentioned it's very interesting. I mean, you don't let that the viewers got bored very easily. So congratulations for that. So for your next project, I hope to see you soon, and I hope to interview soon when you finish to posting
Thank
all
you.
your video. Sasha, I think we should know more about you. What been Sasha doing in 2022? Because we thought that was on 2022. So what
Yeah.
happened with Sasha? So there's another also interview with you, Sasha, and the way that you are posting your videos, Sasha, the way that you have been having a lot of great comments, that you have a great audience right now looking at you, and many people that know me just write me in my WhatsApp and or call me and say, hey, no, that girl is amazing what she's doing alone by herself. So congratulations to you, Sasha. When you finish posting everything, I would like to interview again, and I promise you, with my wife and my daughters, we will visit you on TO very soon over there. So
Yeah,
take
that
my
would be
word,
great.
take my
Yeah.
word. And about you, Al, when you finish posting all your trans Mediterranean videos that it's well, no, I will make a spoiler, but no. Anyway, when you finish posting all your videos, I would love to interview also again. So I hope to see you again, Andrea. Like I told Sasha and Al, I hope that this is a beautiful start of a nice relationship. Actually, I talk very often with Sasha. And also we just become friends. So Andreas, the same for you. It was a pleasure, and have a great day. I don't know, Sasha and Simon, if you want to say goodbye or say something to Andrea or to me, of course.
Yeah,
Sasha,
thanks
go
a lot,
ahead.
guys. It's been really fun as always. So yeah, looking forward to talking to you guys again. And yeah, keep it up.
Thank you so much. And what about you all? ¿Qué decir algunas últimas palabras, Sasha y
For,
Andrea?
for me, it's very nice to remember and talk of the Transpyrenaic because it's the most experience, the best experience of my life now.
Wow, great.
Better
And
than the
Yeah.
Trans-Mediterranean.
The Transpyrenaic is better. It's
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, better.
Wow.
Great. And Al, I want you to invite also Sasha and Andrea. So with Andrea, it's gonna be more complicated because he lives somewhere in the world, but with you, Sasha and I live here, and you cook a very nice rice. Would you like to invite us to visit you in Murcia? I don't know if you want,
For me, but
Great. So, Sasha, I will pick you up. I will pick you up, Tio, and we'll go to meet in Murcia with Al to eat the best fries. And Andrea, if someday you are in
Yeah.
Spain, you will eat a great paella made by Al Simon. So you have an invitation also,
That
Andrea.
would be amazing. Thank you very much for invitation, Simon, and thank you guys for having me today. It was a pure pleasure to talk with you.
Wait. I started. I pushed it. We are live. I just pushed the wrong button. Go ahead.
So it's okay. It's okay. I just wanted to thank you. It was a great experience to talk with you. And Asimo, thank you for the inspiration before the hike. Thank you for reliving the Transparent hike again with you, Sasha. And Jordi, thank you so much for invitation. And if you will ever be in Gdańsk, in Poland, please let me know. We have to meet. I can't make paella, or I'll think of something. Yeah, it would be really nice to meet all of you one day and maybe go for a hike. I love Iberian Peninsula. I love hiking there, so I'm definitely planning to come back, and I will let you know for sure.
You have your
Maybe
three
there will
friends.
be a
I'm
chance.
sure. If I go there, of course, I will let you know. That's for sure. I'm going to put the final message. Please don't go. Let wait until here. Yes, we have something to tell you. So 1 second, and let's say to the final comment from Sarah.
Anjay, it has been an absolute pleasure to have you join us for this live interview. Your passion for hiking and exploring the raw beauty of the world around us is truly inspiring. It is clear that you approach each journey with a sense of wonder and respect, and your stories have been nothing short of amazing. From your experience on the GR11 to your encounters with various animals, your anecdotes and insights have kept us captivated throughout this interview. Thank you for sharing your experiences with us and reminding us of the beauty that lies just beyond our doorstep. And Sasha, we cannot express how much we appreciate your presence and contributions to this interview. Your enthusiasm and passion for travel and adventure have been a true joy to witness. Thank you for being a part of this conversation, and we look forward to having you back in the future. Once again, Anjay, it has been an honor to speak with you today. We wish you all the best in your future journeys and hope to hear more about your adventures soon. Safe travels.